beautiful.
This is beautiful.
Did you hear what we just did right there? We created our own narrative right there. And it's a true one, because this is beautiful. Make some noise. And my brother just told me, the one that it was his idea to move like this. He just told me that they just reported and they said that we're doing the best thing right here. That's good. We need all that positive press right now. Again, it's another little inch. There's nothing to pacify us. But it's still great to get that positive narrative in the media. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Come on. To transport people to jail, they said no. Make some noise, y'all. Make some fucking noise. Because we already know. That's like preaching to the choir. We already know what the fuck is up. We already know that Black Lives Matter.
Amen. Let's go.
But these other people that are saying all lives matter, a lot of them actually believe that they're in the right. Because they're saying all lives matter. They think that they're saying, no, I just think that everyone is equal and everyone's lives matter. And slavery was abolished 100-some years ago.
Come on.
You know, like, so what that is, it's education. It's lack of education. We're not even dealing with a lot of bigotry. We're just dealing with a lot of ignorance. And I celebrate ignorance. Ignorance is beautiful as long as it comes to someone that's trying to have understanding.
Yes. But
how can someone try to have understanding if we silence them? How can we have, if I say you bitch ass white boy, shut the fuck up. Hey, if someone said you bitch ass black boy, shut the fuck up, I'm gonna beat the shit out that person. I don't care if they're purple or what. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. But, what I am saying is that a lot of times we lose allies. We lose good people that have good hearts by just trying to say, you're racist, you're racist. No, don't say that. Just say, okay, I understand you don't understand. Let me try to show you.
Come with the facts.
Or if you don't have the time for that, and you're too angry for that, and you're too upset for that, it doesn't have to be your job. That's not my job, right? Now push them over somewhere else that might be their job. Someone else that has the patience to communicate to someone. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, if you don't like kids, why the fuck would you be a nanny, a babysitter, or an au pair? You know what I'm saying? I like kids. I used to work at the Boys and Girls Club, the nursery, all that stuff, so I talk to kids. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But there's other people that they don't like kids, so why the fuck would we have them around kids? So with people that say all lives matter, then what do we say? We say, duh.
I wish it was that simple.
But that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Black lives that matter because there's so many people and there's a system that does not believe that Black lives matter. We are not saying that you, Bobby or Jamal or whatever your name is, does not believe that Black lives matter. I'm not saying that to you. When I talk to my brothers that are from the South, that have Confederate flags all over their stuff, but they're still like, we're not racist, I don't tell them, I don't know. That's not what we're doing. Sometimes they really do believe. They love all people, but they don't understand the struggle. They don't understand what's going on. Some people have never even met a black person before. You understand me? So we need to educate. All right, let's keep it moving. The thing that gives me hope, like I said, with all this sadness that we see, with all this fucked up injustice that we see, we cannot lose hope. We cannot let them steal our hope. All the times that they keep on killing us in the streets while we're unarmed and they get away with it, we cannot lose hope. We cannot lose hope. They are not going to keep on getting away with it. Am I right? We're not letting them get away with it anymore. The world is watching.
The world is watching.
The world is watching.
The world is watching.
See, when you're at war, it's not the time for mourning until you win. You understand me? So we can mourn, you can do that, but we can still be joyful that we are making strides and that we are staying out here. I'm stomping on my Tesla because that's how much I don't give a fuck about life. You understand me? We are winning. We are winning. And even if we died in the streets, we still won. You want to know why? Because this is history. And you are all on the right side of it this time. They want to divide us, Republican versus Democrat, white versus black, all this stuff. It's not division. But what it is that we're all standing here for the black lives that keep on getting killed at a disproportionate rate, that keep on getting encaged and enslaved.
Toma.
What is his name? See, I'm asking it genuinely because I don't know his name because I can't fucking keep track. Daniel Evans?
No, we can't. There's no keeping track.
Manuel Ellis got choked to death by the Tacoma police last night. Does that? March 3rd it happened, okay. What's his name? Manuel Ellis. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name.
After seeing this, after seeing all the young people a part of it,
Slow down.
after seeing everyone so angry and taking the time to research the injustices that have happened to my friends, people I've called my brother, who are African American. I talk to them and I say, how do you feel about police? I say, as a white male in America, I say, police are my friend. And I talk to my friends who are African American, they say, I'm afraid of police. And that hurts my heart. It hurts me deeply. And I wanted to come out. I don't really know what I'm here for. I don't know what I'm saying. But I know I stand for you guys.
Just shoot us up. They don't get to just wage war against us. You understand me? Make some noise, y'all. We are here for the people. We are here today for Black Lives Matter. But moving forward, we are here for all of the people and all the injustices. All of the underdogs. And right now, the underdog, who's the underdog? Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter!
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter!
But the live stream connection kept on cutting off and all that stuff. But we wanted to have a transparent conversation. And we were there, and I was just realizing the common thread of all of this, all the systematic issues, some of it at least, is accountability. Everyone is looking at the other person. Everyone's looking like, well, if we just, they need to get it right. Man, SPD's messing about the feds. Everyone points it and pushes at the next person. There's no accountability. But then you have the police and they don't say anything because they're the strongest, they're the biggest, not the strongest, they're the biggest gang in the country, in the world, really. They're the biggest gang. And if you guys know gang culture, you know snitching is not cool, you don't snitch. You don't snitch at all. I can't tell you, it's embarrassing. I've had handfuls of homies from the hood that have snitched. And they're supposed to be the hardest gangsters and they still snitch, you understand me? But the code is that you don't tell, because it's just like when you're a kid, you don't tattletale. It's different if you're an old lady and someone's trying to steal from you or rape you or something like that, that's different. But when it comes to, when you're a part of that game, when you're part of that, you don't tell. The police have the most sealed lips ever. They do not tell on each other at all. At all. You understand me? So, when it comes to, the problem is this accountability. We need to hold our leaders accountable. We need to, and then the other thing that I was realizing is that we need to figure out what is their discretion and where are their hands tied. If we're talking to the police, like let's say if you're talking to a guard dog and you're telling that guard dog, hey, what are you doing? I want you to make sure you get my cheesecake right and do all this stuff. What the fuck? That guard, that has nothing to do with it. He has no power to get your cheesecake right. He's a guard dog. So sometimes when we're having conversations with police, we're asking them things that's not even in that's not even in their thing. But what we do need to find out is where's their discretion. We were chopping with some police at the front line, and I was seeing that some were putting their little baton down, like one, and everyone else was like shaking theirs. So I was like, okay, so it's in their discretion. He can put it down if he wants to. They don't have to. We need to figure out, we need to hold people accountable. Look at the specific things and hold them accountable. And since we have so many of us out here, we can all have different jobs. We can be attacking the different things. We can split up and hold people accountable. You understand me? And if this does all come down and we have to rebuild it, or if we just infiltrate the system all ourselves, we need to hold each other accountable. We need to not make the same mistakes that they're making. We need to not let our prides get in the way. It needs to be about the people, for the people, about the people. We need to protect and serve. Am I right or am I right?
Another thing that we need to come together and do, like all these people out here, every single person out here is probably trying to be a teacher, is trying to be a lawyer, or is trying to be a motivational speaker, or has their Instagram and uses it to model and do all the fashion. They got all these followers. You need to be the voice. We all need to educate ourselves and bring the facts to the people. Because the police, them motherfuckers gonna keep doing what they motherfucking doing. Did you hear me? They gonna keep doing what they gonna keep doing. So, if you got a class full of 6th graders, you need to teach them motherfuckers that Black Lives Matter. And it needs to be ingrained in their out here. We need good lawyers, we need good mothers, we need good fathers, and we need good teachers. We need it all.
Listen, we're all out here for one purpose. But keep in mind that an arrest means nothing. A lot of these people, they go to jail, they get arrested, and they get acquitted. We want a conviction for some serious time.
Our streets! Our streets!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
Make some noise, y'all. This is what happened when they give us a little time and a little pressure. We got our own bikers up here. We got our own bikers over here checking the perimeter. Make some noise, y'all. It's a system. We already know that the system's broken.
Let's go.
You guys know the history on that? You know the history on the police? It was designed to be this way, exactly. It's not broken, it was designed to be this way. It never worked.
Designed to oppress. The system was designed to oppress. The rules were made to oppress. We are out here trying to change that. Specifically, letting them know that Black Lives Matter. Bad apples, no, bad forces. Bad forces, bad units.
It's not bad apples. Those couple police are not bad apples. Those hundreds or thousands of police, they're not bad apples. It's a whole bad tree.
It's a forest.
It's a whole bad tree. Then it's a bad tree. You don't fuck with it. You don't eat it. You cut it the fuck down. Now there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And what do? We're looking for the path of least resistance. We don't want any more people to die. What are we doing right now? We're not even just being peaceful, because every day we've been peaceful this whole time. But we're also being calm. Like, look how quiet it is, real quick. Hold on a second. Listen to this.
Yes, sir. Say that one more time.
Look. I mean, besides the drum that said I love you, but listen how quiet it is. We're calm. We're controlled. We're united. We control ourselves. We don't need them to control us. Hey, but real quick. Now, I just want to say how comical it is that they are trying to find any little thing to say that us people right here, because I've seen a lot of y'all faces out this whole week. It's so comical that they are trying to say that you peaceful and calm and quiet even people are violent and are being violent and need to be controlled and need to be gassed out with chemical warfare. That's crazy. Do you understand? You understand that what they used on us is outlawed by the Geneva Convention. It is illegal to use that in warfare even.
It's illegal to use that on the opposing military of the country that you were trying to come in and oppress. Did you know that? But they just used that illegal chemical warfare substance on us, their own people. Do you understand that, y'all?
Right here. We go. Hey, we got somebody that has something to say. We're going to stop it right here and let the man speak. We're going to let him speak, okay? Everybody listen up. Everybody be quiet for this man to speak. He got something to say.
When I grew up here, they taught me that all men are created equal. I'm tired of seeing a system that doesn't reflect that. That's why we're here. Be the people. A government by the people, for the people.
Use this one. Just speak all the way into it. Just put your lips up on it. I'm gonna play right. Sorry.
If it's a government by the people and for the people, look around all over the country. The people are trying to tell you something. All men are created equal. We're tired of seeing a system that doesn't reflect that.
Keep using that voice. Everybody's got a platform. Everybody's got a few friends that they can talk to. Everybody
Where's the brother that want to say something?
That Black Lives Matter. Everybody can educate somebody that Black Lives Matter, because they do. We sitting here proving it right here. Your front line. Your front line.
Bro, this guy wants to say something real quick.
Yep, for sure.
Guys, let him speak.
Yeah, I grew up in Seattle, Washington, in an environment where it doesn't start with the cops and unequal treatment there. Black kids at a young age are treated differently when it comes to when they do something wrong. In the same way that white people do something wrong, they get punished more. They get put into the cycle of punishment way earlier than any of us do. I get the benefit of the doubt because of the color of my skin. And I'm in a position where I've seen it over and over again, no matter what it is.
Thank you, brother.
Unfair treatment starts from the birth. It starts from kindergarten. It starts from growing up. So it's not about this cop, that cop. It's about changing the system as it starts. We need to be in a position where we realize that this is a systemic thing. It starts from the bottom up, all the way through. And Black Lives Matter. Because you need to understand that if you don't look at somebody and give them the benefit of the doubt from day one, that's the problem.
Thank you. Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise.
Black Lives Matter!
Everybody thinks we're only out here because of the cop that kneeled on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes straight. That's not the only reason we're out here. We're out here for the 3 cops that stood around and did nothing while he stood there and died. That man couldn't breathe for 9 minutes and 3 cops stood around and did nothing.
Come on.
They did nothing, just like these people in their houses while everybody else is out marching, they're doing nothing. Even if we're rioting and looting and doing the wrong thing, at least we're doing something.
But we're out here and we're not touching anything, are we?
No.
We're not. Because we're about what? Peace. People over property.
People over property!
People over property.
People over property! People over property! People over property!
People over property.
People over property!
People over property.
People over property!
I want you guys, when you go home, probably in the morning or something like that, but when you go home, I want you to have a conversation where you listen to all their points. Listen to all their points. Listen to them first. And then speak to them and have dialogue with them and try to talk to them in a way that you don't get frustrated, but you have a logical conversation and try to figure out what their logic is of why they don't understand, where their ignorance starts, where the root of it was, where their anger is, or whatever they're upset with. Try to find that and have a conversation with them. If you have just one conversation with people, you know how many more multitudes that we would have out here? Come on! Can y'all do it? Yeah! Come on, whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Back there. And then everybody can get this wrong.
Before we go, I talk about meeting tomorrow at time. Let's talk about it right now.
3 3 o'clock sound good, or do you guys want to do earlier, later, what? 3. Let's do 3 o'clock. Is it Kyle Anderson or what? Or where's someone else?
North side of Kyle Anderson.
Okay, north side of Kyle Anderson.
On time, right?
Hey, anybody want water or snacks? That car right back there has water or snacks for everybody. That's the medic man.
13 and Pike.
Oh, 13 and Pike? On the other side of the major bunker. We'll check my live, Brad Simone. We'll go to the email, but if you check my live. I think we should go straight. Don't take the next right. What do you think? Is that good? Let's just stay on the main road. I think that's going to be the most safe road. We're just keeping the light. Keep it right, y'all. Does that work for you guys? If you are, get the fuck out of here. Or be a good soldier and do what the fuck I tell you. Stop talking to me like that. We're angry for a purpose. We're angry because we have empathy. We're angry because we love. Do you understand me? Do you understand? Do you understand me? So don't lose that, because when you lose that, then you just become just like them in their system. That empathy is not a weakness. That love is not a weakness. That love is what fuels us. That love is what makes... That love is what makes these niggas out here to step the fuck up. They have all their fucking military, all kinds of fucking shit up here. That is what makes them afraid of us. We don't even have choppers on us, and they're afraid because we have some things that they don't have. We have that love and we have that empathy, and it's genuine. And we're angry. And we're angry. And we're angry. You understand me? And that's every day. 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 So I don't want to hear people getting on people's heads and saying, stop that, that's not the right way. Who the fuck has the right way?
Thank you. Let us know.
Well, honestly, the best shit that we've ever seen is what we've seen this week. In my life, this is the most that I've seen. So say, keep the fuck doing on what the fuck you guys are doing. Keep on the course and keep doing what the fuck you're doing. Everyone, you keep on doing whatever the fuck you do.
Boys ain't working out here tonight.
Keep on doing whatever the fuck you do, and don't trust everybody, but communicate with everybody.
Communicate.
You understand me? You know, you're supposed to communicate with the enemy, but you're supposed to get the information. You don't talk, you take it in. You know what I'm saying? So communicate, but keep doing the fuck that you're doing. You understand me? Does that make sense, y'all?
Communicate. We hear you,
and keep it up. Don't get tired, man. I'm about to go take a shit and eat a meal. I'll be back tomorrow. 3 p.m.